I don't know if I'm live or not. My phone says I'm live. I don't know if I'm really live or not. National Uncle Day. Let's freaking go. Da 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 da. Got some poop stories for y'all. Some poop stories. Okay. Looks like I am live. Let me do some things here. What the hell? Clifford, you made it. You're the first, dude. Lambo guy. You made it in. You're a little bit late. Clifford beat you. What's up, James? How are you? High fives and boners, guys. Happy National Uncle Day. They got day for everything, don't they? And I got curious a while back. I'm like, I wonder if there's a fucking National Uncle Day. Sure as shit. And the timing couldn't be better to do a live stream on National Uncle Day because I have a shit ton of poop stories. Fuck yeah, Jack made it. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm forgetting everything! Da, da, da. Sorry, guys. I totally fucking forgot. I'm such a dummy. I try to think, but nothing happens. Let's fucking go. I know, I was like, Lambo guy. I forgot my fucking horn. Forgot to choke my chicken. Alright, guys. I've missed that horn. Me too, dude. It's been like collecting dust over there in the corner. You know why this live stream is working out better than the previous live streams I've done on YouTube? Doing it on the phone is easier than doing it on my fucking computer. With the nice mic and the nice camera and all that shit, it looks like it's... I'm looking at my computer now. It doesn't look bad. There you go, Grant. I just took my chicken just for you, bud. That's a damn good soda. Yeah, I'm on my fucking phone. My phone works better than my computer when I'm streaming live. And it get me so fucking mad doing the poop story live streams on the computer because I would have all kinds of technical problems. But with a fucking $150 cell phone with a cracked screen, it works great. I don't know. I'm not a fucking tech guy. The stream looks weird. Yeah. Oh, that's as good as it's gonna get until your Uncle Jay could afford a better phone. Yeah, as long as I sound good, right? Fucking hey, thanks. Guys, I got a lot of fucking poop stories. A lot of poop stories. So, anyways, how's your guys' day going? How are things? I emailed you my poop story a while ago. Should I just put it in chat? Well, hang on, Mr. 100 there. If you sent me a poop story a while back and I didn't get to it on the last live stream, I'm probably going to get to it now. Because what I'll do is, like, once I get like 10, then I'll do a shitness or, you know, fart night or whatever gimmick I come up with, and I read everybody's poop stories. So if you were here during the last live stream and you didn't hear it, you're probably going to hear it this time. Just saying, I don't read them ahead of time. I read them... I read them once I get them and read them during the live stream. I don't read them ahead of time. Watching the past streams at work makes it more enjoyable. Oh, nice. Oh my God, J-Rod's here. High fives and boners. J-Rod made it in. Oh my god, dude, I haven't seen you in freaking forever. I've been working 2 jobs, dude. I haven't been able to hang out on anybody's Twitch stream. I haven't been able to stream myself. I've been fucking busy. But I got today and tomorrow off. I got a big rugby game tomorrow. Big Sevens tournament. It's like the West Coast Sevens Championship going on tomorrow up here in Lake Tahoe. And your Uncle Jay is 50 years old and playing rugby. I'm definitely the oldest guy out of every team that's showing up tomorrow. I'm twice the age of these guys, sometimes more. There's some guys that are like 21, 22. I'm 50 years old. But hey, it ain't the mileage, it's the model, right? Oldest ride, longest line. Haha, am I right, ladies? There we go. Yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing Sevens tomorrow. What's the record for the most stories sent by a single person? That's going to be tough. It's either going to be Lambo Guy or Jack. I want to say. Dining and ditching at Denny's afterwards. You know what, Big Juice? You know what I want to do? So my buddy Steve that I did that with, he's moving up here. He's retiring from UPS and he's moving up here in October. And what I want to do is I want to live stream him and I going to Denny's and doing a dine and ditch. I want to relive it with my buddy Steve. I want to do another dine and ditch, but I don't really want to like ditch out on the bill. I want to leave like $100 bill, like hiding underneath the plate or something, and then fucking dip out and see what they do. Yeah, Jack, you've sent me a few. Binge Watcher, how are you? We need Steve on those. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. I think it'd be hilarious to do. I think it'd be really fucking funny. Jack's all out of stories for right now. Oh, you got time, dude. Binge Watcher, dude, I'm fucking doing great, man. If I was doing any better, I'd be illegal. All right, do you guys want to get to it? Should I, adulting tips, videos lined up? You know what? I just got, was that you that sent me that request? Yeah. Yep, that was you. I thought about the job thing. Adulting tips for finding a job, and that's gonna be my next one. That's gonna be the next one I do. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Did you guys see the video I put out earlier today? The Cameo request that I did, where I had to tell that girl that she needs to wash her pussy. Everything is pretty fucking funny. That was a long time ago. And the funny thing is, I came across it because I had a Cameo request earlier, yesterday. I got to it this morning, and I was just going through my old Cameo videos, and I remember that one. I'm like, holy shit, that one's so fucking funny. And right when I said, honey, you gotta wash your pussy, it smells. My wife, I was snoring so bad that she slept in the other bedroom. She just got up and she opened up the bedroom door and peeked in and saw me doing that Cameo, gave me a weird look, and I just continued on with it like I didn't miss a beat. And once I was done, I walked out in the living room. She's got a cup of coffee. She said, so whose pussy stinks? And I said, honey, I just got a Cameo request to roast this guy's girlfriend. I just woke up, and I'm like, fuck, I'll just do it right now. That's how prompt I am on those fucking requests. Scroll. Oh my God. Binge Watcher, man, it looks like you've lost some weight. You're working out or on a diet or something? Yes, I actually quit drinking. I lost 65 pounds in 6.5 months. I quit drinking beer. I I only eat between noon and 6. And I started out doing some like walking like a couple miles a day, and then that just kind of snowballed. So now I eat between 1:30 and 6, and I'm doing like fucking 12 miles a day, walking around, playing rugby more, and all that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel a whole lot better. I don't have irritable bowel syndrome anymore. I'm not shitting all over the Costco parking lots. I'm feeling great. I'm not snoring anymore. And I can see my dick again when I take a piss. It's fucking amazing. It's great. Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I am way happier. Way happier. Fucking, I haven't felt this alive in fucking years, dude, honestly. And, you know, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I didn't really like myself when I was drinking beer a lot. Sometimes that's cool to be around. Sometimes it's just a miserable prick. So, and I've lost some friends probably over it. You know, it just kind of gets me thinking about my behavior and shit when I was intoxicated a lot. So, I just got into this routine. I would come home from work and I just crack open an IPA, and I keep going until like 11:30 midnight. Wake up the next morning feeling like shit. Get home, and I want to get rid of my hangover, so I just fucking pop open more beer, and just the cycle continued. And it used to be, it went from a 6-pack to like 10 beers to, you know, a dozen per night. So if anybody right now is watching this and ever at any point that I've ever upset you, if I've ever offended you, I want you to know sincerely that you probably had it coming anyways. Hey, go fuck yourself. Oh, you didn't see that coming. Oh, gotcha. Just kind of maturing. Yeah, I guess so. You gotta grow up sometimes, right? I don't know, man. I'm having more fun. I'm having a lot of fun lately, and I'm feeling better, and I should have done this a long time ago. But that's okay. Let's get to it. I need to scroll down a bit here. We're going to start off with Grant. Are you in here? Oh yeah, Grant. All right, yeah, I see you. She is. All that color in your face is there for real. Yeah, I know, right? I have been out in the sun lately. Grant, do you remember? I think I left off with your story about the Great Clog of 2018. Did I read that one during the last live stream? Or are the live streams saved? Yes. Yes. So what you do is you just go on my channel and you'll see like different playlists and stuff like that. And you'll see like a collection of like live videos, just, you know, which were recorded, you know, at a certain time. You could go back and watch any of that stuff. Any of my shorts, you know, my jokes from the crapper stuff, all of that's on my page. You just click on those. So, okay, Grant, I did read that one. Okay. Can you read mine last? My name is, they're in order. I go through the order. All right, so let me go up here. Noah. Poop story submission from Noah. Rabbit. Gross. Hi Jay, big fan here. My friend was on the highway to get some food, but not so long. After he got it, he crapped his pants and couldn't walk without it leaking down his leg. So he took his pants off, walked around naked to his car. He told me those pants are still in the bathroom, just getting worse. That's fucking gross, dude. Why don't you wash those? Fuck, that's nasty. Ew. Okay, that's a different email. Let me see. Oh, damn it. I just screwed up. I missed my freaking spot. Okay, here we go. I clicked on the wrong freaking thing. Oh my God, why did it send me all the way down here? Sorry. Okay. Dude. Okay, Jordan. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm trying to clean some shit up here. Okay, that was another. Okay, all right. Now we're good. Sorry, fucking A. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Hi, Jay. Been an avid viewer of your channel for quite some time now. I have enjoyed many stories from this channel and would like to share one of my own. Thank you very much. This happened about 3 years ago on a family camping trip. Prior to this trip, I had consumed an unhealthy amount of McDonald's. Man, McDonald's always makes me shit all the time. We're usually like within an hour and a half after eating McDonald's, I'm on the toilet. My order consisted of a 10-piece nugget, large fry, 2 ice cream cones. We were about 2 out of, that's a lot of food. We were about 2 out of 3 hours into the drive, and I knew deep down something in my stomach was off. I told my parents we needed to stop immediately, and they followed through. We stopped at the nearest gas station, and let me tell you, I thought my asshole was going to flip inside out. The initial blast of the diarrhea was so strong, I began to lift up off the toilet seat. Like the fucking space shuttle taking off, or one of those SpaceX rockets. Elon Musk, I'm going to the moon. Sponsored by McDonald's. At this point, I'm saying my prayers to God because all hell started to break loose. There's shit coming out of my asshole in several different directions. As if that wasn't bad enough, I looked to my left and there was no damn toilet paper. Luckily for me, I had a used tissue in my pocket. You'd have to use the whole box, right? I had no choice but to wipe my ass with that thing. My stomach had been fine until that night. We had our trailer all set up and my family and I sat around the campfire. My father was grilling some chicken and I truly think he was out to get me that day. The chicken was pink. I didn't think much of it because it was dark outside and couldn't really tell. But now that I'm recalling this horrid memory, it was pink. A few hours passed and I can tell you this shit hit the shit hits the fan almost literally. I felt something trying to push its way through the pearly gates of my asshole. I rushed myself to the trailer bathroom and started blowing up that toilet. The pressure of the shit left a dent in the toilet and it was eroding the porcelain. It's like acidic. If you've ever been in a camper before, you know there's not much room in that toilet and it was filling quickly. I had to act fast. As I'm releasing Niagara Falls onto this porcelain throne, I felt something rising in my chest. I did a full 360 turn and immediately vomited all over the wall. I was not quick enough. So now I'm spewing diarrhea all over the shower, into the trailer, and I'm puking everywhere. At this point, it looks like a fucking crime scene. My mom walks in and sees my ass angled upward and shit and vomit everywhere. She's trying to keep her fucking composure because we still have 3 days left on the trip and absolutely not leaving early. Anyways, long story short, my mom had to buy toilet paper, butt wipes, and so many cleaning products. I'm pretty sure she made mustard gas in that bathroom. The memory haunts me to this day. Thank you for your time. High fives and boners. Yeah, I think I remember this one as well. For some reason, my order got screwed up. Okay. Lambo guy wrote me a haiku. I think to myself as I sit on the toilet, I will make Jay proud. Thank you so much. All right, here we are. This is called Wendy's Nightmare. Uncle Jay, this is a story from Chef Vichy. Well, not the Chef Vichy. The year was 2017. Me, my family, and my friend's family all went on vacation in Ocean City, Maryland. One of the nights we were staying, we decided to have a little fun at a go-kart park. The park was called Baja. We had our fun at the go-kart place and finished up around 8:30. It was getting late. We still hadn't eaten. Every place to eat was closed or not willing to serve the 15 of us. Holy shit, that's quite a bit of you. The only option was an old run-down Wendy's next to the go-kart park. We go... Huh? What's the matter? You guys hear shithead? Johnson, do you want to say "Oh, on Johnson"? It's National Uncle Day. What? No, it's not time yet. No, it's not. Oh. It's not time yet, buddy. Oh. He's a good Johnson. Say "Oh, long Johnson." Yeah. Are you gonna say it? Daddy needs to be rich. I need to get my teeth fixed. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put shithead away. Ow, ow. There you go. He's hungry. He's always hungry. Okay. Yeah, he always has a story to tell. Wendy's. We got situated. My friend got a Frosty. He must have gotten one with spoiled milk because instantly he went to the bathroom after consuming it. When he came back, he didn't say anything, but he had a shameful look on his face. We didn't think anything of it. Right before we left, I decided to take a quick dump as I hadn't gone the whole day. What do you do? You just forget? Like, you know what? I haven't shit today. Maybe I should take care of that. I envy people like that. When I walked into the stall, I saw what looked like to be Hiroshima's bomb, but in shit form. This was shit everywhere, literally everywhere. Once I saw it, the shit in my stomach went back up and I didn't even shit until the next morning. How could you just hold it in like that? I knew it. I had to have been my friend since he was in for a pretty long time, and it was only my family and his family in the Wendy's. I'm not in any myths, but when we came back there for vacation the next year, the Wendy's was not there, and either it got turned into something or was torn down. I don't really remember what the building looked like because it was dark. I just knew it was a Wendy's. Whoever had to clean that up, I still feel sorry for you. Hope you liked the story, Uncle Jay. Sincerely, Vichy. That was good. That was fucking funny. Have I ever done an ancestry test? No, I haven't. I have not. Or the BlackRock bought Ancestry.com or something like that, so now they have access. Now they have access to everyone's DNA who's ever done those tests. I try not to take tests like that. I don't want my DNA across the country, as if I haven't spread enough of it myself. Hey-o. Hi Jay, came across this story years ago and thought you might enjoy. It was the winner of a grossest story contest on Jezebel.com. There's even mention of a vibrator, so I'm hoping you find it worthy. Okay. All right. I don't know how this is gonna go, but let's check it out. The pumpkin story. My junior year of undergrad, I had a deplorable diet. Every now and then, the convenience store near my dorm would get packages of pumpkin seeds, which I love to eat while writing papers. One day when I was shopping, I noticed that they had restocked. Since they were prone to running out quickly, I decided to go and buy all the pumpkin seeds that they had. This in itself wasn't bad. What was bad was that in the fury of writing deadlines, I ate all of them. I had pumpkin seeds for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as a midnight snack while doing research. Squid Pickles, oh, thank you, man. I'm doing great. High five, Chipotle. Okay. A day or so later, I noticed I hadn't pooped in a while. You just know that. Wow, it's been a while since I've taken a shit. As I was sitting in class and feeling bloated and all around crappy, I felt like I might finally have to poop. So I left to go to the bathroom, but as much as I strained, nothing came out. I wiped a little bit and examined and examined, and my poop looked white. Oh shit, dog shit used to turn white in the 80s when I was a kid, if left out for too long. Weird, I thought, not quite making the connection yet. Yeah, that's fucking weird. 911, what's your emergency? Yo, hang on. 911, what's your emergency? My poop is white. Can somebody come check it out? I just need to check the asshole. So I left the bathroom, but as much... okay. I lost my place. All right. Weird, I thought, as I wasn't quite making the connection yet. The next, I still hadn't pooped despite several vigorous and painful attempts. I did a little fishing to discover what the problem was. What I found was pumpkin seed fragments. There was absolutely no fecal material, just shards of pumpkin seeds. It felt like I was trying to poo wood chips. Hey, awesome, what's happening? Oh yeah, Jake, totally. Yeah, totally. I'm like fucking regular now. It doesn't come out like oatmeal with like an M80 in it. Kaboom, you know? So I finally ventured off campus to a real store, CVS, and stocked up on everything I could think of to remove these said chips. I bought laxatives and enema, prunes, and lubricant. That's fucking great. Awesome with the 99 cents. High fives and bonus. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, my... Well, I'm gonna have to use that to buy another horn. Maybe I could fix it. I got it. It's working again. Yeah, look at that. I fixed it. What up, Ninja? Okay, Oh my God. I tried the enema first, but the mass of pumpkin seeds was blocking my attempts to squirt anything up there. Then I tried to lube my fingers and insert them, but moving the seed shrapnel only pushed them into my rectal wall, which hurt really badly. I even got out my... Oh guys, sit down. Sit down. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? I even got out my vibrator, turned it up to full speed, and pushed it in on the skin above my anus, trying to shake the seeds loose. Fucking hell. Oh, I gotta tell my wife about this one. Holy shit. This is a fucking first. Out of the thousands of poop stories you guys have sent me over the years, this is the first one that involves a vibrator. Lambo, thank you. Thank you. We'll have to choke the chicken until I get a new horn. But thank you very much. I appreciate it, dude. She fucking used the vibrator. Oh man, I hope she's in the stream. She might not be. I should email her back and send her the link saying, hey, at like 28 minutes in, you got... You gotta watch this. I read your story. This is one of the best ones so far. 8 agony-filled hours later, it was time. I put up a sign on the communal bathroom door that said I was sick and to please use the bathroom the next hallway over. Then I tried to push. It was so painful and I was struggling. Did you have the... I wonder if she had the vibrator on standby. Just waited. Just like holding it. I gotta get this out of me. Oh my God. I alternated between pushing and raking them out with my fingers. Like, yeah! Oh fuck! And you know, girls like that have their nails done. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Oh. Uncle, have you seen the video about the guy who saw a Pringles can size shit in a Costco? No, I haven't. But you know, I got something in common with that. I saw a Pringles can size shit in a Target, and I shit in a Costco parking lot. Wow, I'll have to look for that. I tried raking them out with my fingers. My abdomen felt so awful, so I got in the dorm shower and sat down, gross in its own right, aiming the stream of water at my tummy. My muscles relaxed and I felt like I was about to blow up. I tried to bear down a little to see if I could scrape any more out. This is so gross. When the whole disgusting mass of pumpkin seed burst out of my ass and splattered across the shower wall. It was literally an explosion of pumpkin seeds, and it had about a 4-foot radius. You were using fucking buckshot, 3/4-inch shells blasting all over the wall. Now, mind you, there's absolutely no brown in this explosion. No shit. Just shards of seed and whole prunes. Needless to say, I felt amazing after this kind of and kind of sat there laughing like an insane person for a minute. I was so relieved. It definitely revolved even in the most intense orgasm I've ever had in terms of release. It was incredible. After I composed myself, I washed the walls of the shower, gathered up the discarded seed parts, which altogether were the size of a whole cantaloupe. That is fucking funny. That is hilarious. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to email this person back. They left no name. This is like anonymous. And that's what it says, anonymous on here. Wow, how funny. I'm gonna email them back. First time here, having a good time. Oh, fucking A. Welcome in. High fives and boners. Chuck my chicken for you. I honked my horn, but it's broken. But Lambo guy just bought me a new one. Yeah, she's firing buckshot. Okay. Hello, I just watched your video about you walking in on your roommate jacking off. And at the end, you told us to send us our own stories if we had any. And I have a few. Okay, well, well, this isn't a poop story. But that's fine. This is why I pay for internet. Okay, number one, my mother walked in on me jacking it. This is when the Playboy lingerie was still made. That was the best. I got a couple. I have 2 left of Playboy's book of lingerie. I got 2 of them. They're in my tool chest in my shed. It's got one of them has Tori Wilson in it from WWE, from wrestling, and then the other one has Sable and Tori Wilson in it. And I don't yank it to those anymore. They're in the shed. They're like collector's items. Okay, all right. Was still made, and I was on my bed doing it, and then I was so focused on it, I didn't hear the footsteps, and it was horrible. After that, she told me it was fine, but I had to do it in the toilet. Hey, that's good advice, Mom. That's pretty funny. My aunt walked in on me jacking off, and I didn't even start doing it. I was just holding it, looking for the best photos. Oh, you're getting yourself all ready. You got your dick in one hand and your Playboy in the other. And the thing is, the toilet had this thing where it was closed most of the time, but it wasn't. So yeah, it was the worst. So thank you for thank you for asking. Now I can tell you my story. I am happy. And he sent me a video. I will post that later. Fuck, that's pretty funny. Have you ever been interested in learning a language? Yes and no. Like living out here, like Spanish is good to learn, you know. I know a little bit, not much, but you know, I don't consider myself going to another country to where I'm going to be there long enough to learn the language. So, I mean, I went to Mexico once. I worked on a movie out in Baja. I was there for like 5 days. I loved it out there. Mexico's fucking cool. Oh, Lambo guy. Not my story, but I found this on Reddit. Ask Reddit. Oh, this is one of those. That's right. Make cereal with Norco. Fuck, dude. I get dizzy on that shit. What movie did I work on in Mexico? Dude, it's fucking so bad. It's a horror movie called Trespassers. It's about these surfers that go to Mexico and they never come back home. And one of the surfers, like little brother, him and his friends decide to go looking for him or something. And there's like this cannibalistic cult in this remote area in like Baja or something, and just snatches up people and kills them and eats them and shit. And like that's what happened to him. And I got set on fire, hit by a station wagon and shit. I think I made like $400. It was a very, very low budget horror movie. And yeah, it was fucking it was alright. It was a fun experience. So I got to go to Mexico. It was pretty cool. It didn't cost me anything. I didn't make hardly anything, but I think that that video, that movie, like made it on some like Blockbuster video in like fucking Korea somewhere or some shit. I mean, I'm sure you can find it out there. Love you too, Jimmy. How are you? I was driving home from a friend's house. He lived about an hour away from me, and I was 20 or so minutes into the drive. Now, my friend and I enjoyed quite a bit of ice cream that night, and it should be noted that this was before I found out that I had a particularly hard time digesting dairy. Yeah, that affects people, doesn't it? So, as I was driving, a sudden violent urge overcame me. It wasn't so much that I had to poop or really needed to poop. No. Ribbit. I had been tersely informed by powers outside of my influence that I was going to poop, and the sooner I made peace with that fact, the better. I think I broke some laws pulling into the McDonald's parking lot, and doing my best speed walking penguin impersonation, I made it to the restroom. Eye contact was not made. As I shouldered into the men's room, I was struck by two powerful emotions, terror and rage. The terror was due to a sudden dramatic shift of my bowels. The shit was on the exit ramp and gunning it. I clenched my poop chute like a sheep in a Scottish prison and locked every joint in my lower body, forcing me to walk like a very gross mermaid. Rage came from the pair of sneakers peering out from under the stall. Oh, that's fucking poetry. Thank you, Lambo guy. Hey, Jay, back during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown here in Reno, fucking down the road, my friends and I would sneak out of our homes and meet up at our local arcade. However, oh man, I want to go to the arcade in Reno. However, one night I had some bad food poisoning. I know it was food poisoning because I tested negative for COVID 3 times in a row that day. I didn't even know it until I felt a strong urge of diarrhea melting in my insides. I sprinted to the bathroom, and given that I didn't and still don't trust the cleanliness of public restrooms, I hovered above the seat. We call that skydiving, don't we, guys? I hovered above the seat, and the result was 80% on the seat and 20% inside the bowl. Oh, fuck. Coming out, my friend and fellow YouTuber, Lambo guy, asked me what the hell happened as I opened my mouth to reply. He covers his nose with his shirt and says, "Jesus Christ, was that you?" To which I just walked away feeling embarrassed and defeated. Looking back now, it was hilarious. That is fucking awesome. Audible shit laser. Lambo guy, that was your buddy. Okay, this was a comment on the World Record Size Poop I saw a Target video. While working on a building site in London, I was called to the toilets by some concerned-looking workmates who instructed me to check out the massive turd someone had left behind. The thing came up to the bowl to the top rim, but the thing I remember most was one of the guys said, that fucking must have gone halfway up his spine. I wonder if it's the same guy. I wonder if that guy ever made it out to the States and went to Target. That's pretty funny. Moving along, moving along. Okay, hang on. I was driving home. Oh, okay. That's a duplicate. Sent by mistake. Just sent my story. Don't think you'll get to it today. I might. Da 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 da. Okay, hang on. So Lambo guy says, first off, I'd like to apologize for my lack of original poop stories lately, since my life in that arena has been rather boring lately. Hey, boring is safe. Boring is safe. It's good to not have poop stories. It's better to listen to other people have their poop stories. But I promise the next time I have a situation on my hands, you're going to know about it. Good. Secondly, I hope you're not mad at me for sending other people's poop stories. No, they're fucking funny. I don't care who they're from. I just want them to be real. You know, I just don't want people talking shit, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because I want to submit all of this shit to Guinness so I could get the world records for the largest collection of confessional poop stories from around the world. It's just that some of these stories I read are so amazing and well written that I think you need to read them on your live stream. That being said, I have yet another Amazon review that I heard about this week. Before I my trip there is all I'm going to say is this has to be one of the most descriptive, verbose, and downright outrageous poop stories I've ever heard. I mean, this is so well written that it should be in a fucking Bible story. Like, this is better than anything you'll read in either testament. It's that good. All right, okay, here we go. This is a cautionary tale, and unlike most other reviews on this product, this is an Amazon product. This is a true story, and it's authentic. I can't fucking read. Can be qualified by a small news item that appeared in the Toronto Star's local news section during the month of April in 2013. Where do you submit them? You email them me. I can't talk today. I'm all talked out. Email me. Send them to TahoeWeather@AOL.com. All right, so it's in the Toronto Star local news section in the month of April of 2013. I would consider myself a prudent man, not given to bouts of outspokenness or craving attention, and certainly not one to rock the boat. On any given day, I could be found reading a crime novel on a park bench in the middle of the city, soaking up the opulence of nature while nibbling on my tuna fish sandwiches and fending off precarious gulls and squirrels that threaten to spoil my repose. This is me, law-abiding and introspective, which is why it came to a shock to me to find myself incarcerated because of the devil's confectionery, Satan's sweetmeat, Lucifer's lozenges, and the horror that is known as Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Shithead, it's almost time, buddy. Oh, God, I gotta feed the cat. Who's physically the largest wrestler you've ever seen in person? Scott Hall. Yeah, it's that Cauliflower Alley reunion, and I'm fucking in backstage. We're gonna do the Battle Royal, and I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I looked, and fucking Scott Hall's right there. And he shakes my hand, he's all, brother. And I'm like, holy shit. Nobody took a Stone Cold Stunner better than him. On WrestleMania 18, that was it. Death Dodo, you've heard this one. I haven't. This must be a good one. Yeah, he's a very tall guy, big dude. Okay, I'll set the scene. It was late winter, early spring in Toronto, and the city had just been digging itself out from a late season snowstorm. I was heading to Pearson International Airport for a red-eye flight to Amsterdam in order to give the Dutch arm of our company some training on the new software that had been installed. I'm deliberately being vague to prevent my place of work from being linked in any way to the incident that has occurred. It's like a whistleblower. Okay, you guys saying this is good. Wow, how come I've never heard of this? I'm glad I'm finding out for the first time with you guys here. I just finished packing, checked the time, and I found I was running late. My flight was at 7:10, and it was now almost 5. Oh yeah, you gotta fucking move. Cursing softly, I ran out to the car and threw my bags in the trunk, hitting the gas a little harder than usual in my haste to make it to the long-term parking lot as soon as possible. Luckily, traffic was light on the 401, and I made it to the airport in record time. But I knew my chances of making the flight were still at risk if I didn't use my time wisely. I hadn't eaten lunch and I was feeling a bit hungry. My stomach rumbling loudly in protestation, which took me to look around for the other travelers rushing past me in the busy terminal, mortified that my bodily noises might be heard by others. I briskly checked my watch and decided that I had enough time to grab a quick snack before going through the baggage check and security, and would get something more substantial once I checked through. I spotted a vending machine nestled in a relatively low traffic corner of the terminal and rushed over. Already pulling out my credit card and mentally assessing what I had a craving for as to save some time interacting with the machine, my eyes scanned the colorful array of confection quickly. Coming to rest on a tantalizing rainbow-colored bag of gummy bears with the simple white and red logo Haribo emblazoned across the bag in what appeared to be a slightly tweaked Helvetica rounded font. Now, I'd pause here in the story for a moment to underscore the importance of making proper choices. I was hungry. And when you're hungry, you should eat food. Food is defined as a nutritious substance that people consume to maintain life. This is what food is. These days, the definition of the word food has been bastardized and the meaning has been broadened to include veritably any material that can be digested, or rather chewed and swallowed without causing death or severe illness. Haribo sugar-free gummy bears are not food. They aren't even from this planet. I imagine their origins being conceived in a boardroom in hell by a top team of creative pain administrators, with senior level demons rubbing their hands together in a ghoulish delight as hell's chief chemist slowly lifts the veil on their new creation. Holy shit, this is like 8 pages fucking long here, and I gotta take a leak. The point here being, I made a very, very poor choice. I pushed the buttons and the vending machine ejected the brightly colored bag into my awaiting hands. I had always liked gummy bears. They were bright, rather innocuous. They weren't overly sweet, so as to become cloying. And of course, each candy came in a visage of a rather happy, docile bear, reminiscent of the picture one's mind holds of all anthropomorphic, whatever word, bears from Yogi to Winnie. Well, thank you, Payne. Welcome in. Glad you made it. The way I figured it, I'd be taking a bit of a holiday from life so I could relax my fastidiously regimented daily schedule to a little to allow for some frivolity. After all, I was going to be in Amsterdam come morning with 16 hours to kill before I had to be training the Dutch employees. I'd rather take a trip down to one of those coffee shops in the red light district and really let my hair down. No, I wouldn't be doing that. I would see that area of the city from the bus as I went to the hotel, where I would eat at the hotel restaurant and drink sparkling water. So I better enjoy the gummy bears, my extravagance to commemorate my break from routine. Hey Kelp, how are you? Who wrote this review, bro? I know, it kind of sounds like him, right? That's fucking funny. Maybe I should read it like him. I joined the queue in the KLM line, which was mercifully short, most likely because all the passengers for my flight had already been checked through, as the flight was scheduled to depart in an hour. I checked my watch again, frowned, and absent-mindedly opened the bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears and began to munch on them as the line slowly advanced. To be fair, they tasted fine, just like every other manufacturer's brand of the colorful candy, as they were sugar-free to boot. This is what made the whole incident that followed so baffling. If they had tasted off or different, what have you, I most likely wouldn't have continued to shovel them into my mouth absent-mindedly while daydreaming about what order to eat from my room service in my hotel room in Amsterdam. Where do you send the poop stories? Send them to TahoeWeather at AOL.com. Are you interested in being in movies or shows again? Yeah, absolutely. But fucking, dude, Hollywood's dying. My brother's a set dresser. He hasn't worked in like 9 months. I think the unemployment rate right now in Hollywood is like 16-something%. It's bad, dude. It's bad. The lockdowns are over. The strike is over. Why aren't people fucking working again? There's just, maybe it's the stuff they're putting out right now sucks. And nobody's watching it because it sucks and they're losing money. I heard Paramount's in a lot of fucking trouble. I'll do a video on that. Anyway. On with the shit stories, shithead. I don't know if you could hear him. He's hungry. As I gave the attendant my e-ticket, she weighed my bags. The first of the pains began in my stomach. I thought nothing at first, chalking it up to the fact that I needed something more substantial than gummy worms to tackle my hunger. But over the course of the next 5 minutes, the shooting pain began to come in a more rapid succession. At this point, I had my boarding pass printed and rubbing my stomach a little, I proceeded to security. I briefly entertained the thought of trying to find a restroom before going through, but at that point, my discomfort was manageable, and I didn't think it was going to get worse, certainly not with any amount of time it'd take to get through. Can I write the link in chat? Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I'll do that. TahoeWeather at AOL.com. Oh, dude, thanks, Kel. Yeah, fuck yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty cheap, too. Okay, I joined the line and started fishing for my passport to present the agent checking tickets. I felt a thin sheen of sweat break out in my forehead and my underarms, and my features flushed for a moment as a wave of heat washed over me. That's the fucking worst part. That's the worst part. That's when you know it's going to be bad and it's going to come hit hard and hitting fast. I didn't pay it much heed as I was going through security, and security always caused me great anxiety, and I chalked it up to the pre-flight jitters. It was only as I stood face to face with the agent and handed her my passport and ticket that I had a glimpse of the agony that was about to begin. It felt like time rippled for a moment. Oh fuck! You shit on a TSA agent. Oh, no way. I just need to check the asshole. Fuck, that's funny. I grimaced spastically and emitted a low moan and felt myself take an involuntary step sideways. Stars shot through my head briefly and my vision blurred, and I snapped back into focus. The agent was staring at me with slight consternation and asked me if I was all right. I pulled myself together, stood up straight, and declared that I was fine, mortified that I had a lapse of decorum not only in public, but at the security clearance in an airport. As I fumbled off my belt to go through the metal detector, the pain in my stomach increased and I practically had to sit on the floor to take my shoes off. Terrified of what would happen if I bent at the middle to do it. It was becoming increasingly more evident to me that this wasn't just a stomach ache. I need to fucking do a podcast with this guy. No, this was something much worse. As a child, I had a bout of diarrhea after a trip to Mexico with my family. I remember the feeling of nausea swept through me before my child self had surrendered to the gas pains and parked myself on the toilet for an hour shitting until I felt like I didn't have any bones left. Oh my God. And that's how I was feeling now, with several key differences. The pain was worse. The sense of an impending bowel movement was so formidable it gave me temporary amnesia and took all my willpower, all of it, to clench my butt cheeks together to prevent my sphincter from exploding. What up, Space? How are yous? A sudden shock of pain racked my body, and I half wondered if I was going to give birth to a Tasmanian devil. The crazy fever-induced image of said cartoon animal chasing Bugs Bunny through the splashy volcanic shit kettle that was my stomach caused me to elicit a short, maniacal bark of laughter as I approached the metal detector. A wild, distant look in my eyes, sweat now beginning to pour off of me like a long-distance runner in Kenya. The security agent on the other side of the metal detector shot a quick glance over to her co-worker, who narrowed his eyes and made a subtle movement towards his holster. My breathing became uneven as I entered the metal detector, and I realized with alarm that I had taken off my socks without even registering it. And one of my shirt tails was untucked at the front. I held my breath, with my eyes bulging dangerously from my head as the machine scanned me. As I shakily moved forward towards the agent for a pat down, my stomach began to elicit sounds that only could be described as otherworldly. It started off a sort of bubbling sound heard from afar and grew in pitch and intensity at an alarming rate. Oh my God. My jaw dropped in shock as what I could only describe as the sound of an agonizing, wailing alley cat in heat with a persistent Doppler effect added to its voice emitted from some nether region of my intestines. The officer's eyes widened in alarm, and she kept her eyes glued to my stomach as she thoroughly patted me down. Holy shit! No way! As she reached my shins, I felt my innards suddenly expand and plummet towards my rectum. With cat-like reflexes, I squeezed my sphincter shut with what seemed like nanoseconds to spare, and I knew that if I didn't get to the bathroom immediately, I was going to shit myself. With a Herculean effort and all the strength I could muster, I forced my butt cheeks together, knowing that one false move would open the floodgates. I began to walk like a duck, trying to remain as inconspicuous as possible, not even caring now what other people were seeing in front of them. A disheveled, barefoot, 40-year-old businessman, red-faced, bulgy-eyed, sweating profusely, shaking slightly, and... Hold on, bud. And with walking without bending the knees. With single-minded intensity, I grabbed my carry-on, shoes and socks from out of the plastic tub and passed the x-ray inspection. And without putting anything back on, I turned on my heels with the intention of finding the nearest bathroom and slowly dying there one squirt at a time. Whew, man. Oh, boy. But that's not what happened. I turned to go and found myself staring at 3 armed agents who stopped me and asked if I'd follow them. Why? What's the matter? I stammered, wincing slightly as the act of speech seemed to strain with the tenuous and extremely fragile truce I had negotiated between my bowels and the tempest that raged within. I have to go to the bathroom right now, I pleaded. Just follow us, please, they said, leaving no room for argument. The other travelers clearing the security check stared with curiosity and revulsion at the spectacle unfolding before them, whispering among themselves and hurrying to pack up their belongings and get as far away from me as possible. No doubt assuming that the airport had nabbed some sort of domestic terrorist. I hadn't been feverishly trying to hold back the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. I likely would have died with shame. Fuck, this is so fucking long. Ah, dude. Oh, guys. All right, this is very well written, but this guy could have cut it in half. With each step I took, the room ushered me into, I felt my legs give way. I marveled at how strong the human will could be. Marveled at what was essentially patching a hole in the Hoover Dam. Yeah, fuck. I'm thinking about skipping this one. Oh, hang on, sir. We're going to perform a cavity search on you. Oh, this is bullshit. They don't do that unless they found something on the metal detector. Yeah, I'm kind of calling bullshit on this. Yeah, I don't know. This seems a little sus to me. Spread your cheeks and bend over. Oh, yeah, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on this. Fake news. It's fake news. What up, King? All right, that's fake news. All right, I'm gonna feed shithead real quick, and I need to grab another sody. I'm just gonna be a fucking minute. Please don't go anywhere. It's National Uncle Day. I'll be right back. The cat's driving me crazy. He's clawing at my leg now. Hold on, asshole. All right, come on. All right, I'll be right back. It's time for that. All right, let's go. Okay, I made it. Had to grab some. Sorry guys, had to feed the shithead. What are you guys talking about? I got my nephew hooked on a show. Oh, nice. Fucking sweet, thank you. These are fibs. That's funny. Hey, Uncle. I've been watching your. I've been seeing you on your YouTube channel, wondering what California/Nevada-based breweries you recommend. Oh, I live in Chicago and have a bit. We have a bit of. This and that, but much more California beers than Nevada, but recommend from both states would be awesome. The best beer you're ever going to drink is going to be up here in South Lake Tahoe, and it's going to be South Lake Brewing Company. Really good IPA stuff. Not overly, not over, it's just good flavor, really good stuff. In Carson City, there's another one called Shoe Tree Brewing Company. They're really good too. Whenever I go down to Carson to do my Costco run and Trader Joe's and shit, I will sometimes swing by. Well, not anymore because I don't drink any beer anymore. I quit drinking, but I would stop by there and grab some. Fake news or true stories, you make them entertaining. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Scrolling. Please don't show my email anywhere in the video. I would like to remain anonymous. I'm getting better at that. I've been with my girlfriend for 2 months since she turned 18. I wanted to take her out and I asked her where we were going. Oh, I asked her where we were going. She wanted to go to Chipotle. Oh my God. Do I look like my grandparents? Do I watch any sports? What are you, China or BlackRock, trying to get some information on me? I don't look like my grandparents. Not anymore. They passed away. She wanted to go to Chipotle. She ordered some casual things, and I ordered 4 bean burritos. Chipotle is like Taco Bell, but it's like a bougie Taco Bell. I didn't know that I would deeply regret it. After eating, we went to a bar to get a couple of drinks. I got pretty wasted, so my girlfriend decided to take me to her house. I was so drunk that I forgot about the 4 bean burritos I ate and proceeded to drink a gallon of milk. I'm done drinking beer. I gotta have some milk. That's so fucking funny. A gallon of milk. The shit you do when you're drunk. I then went to sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night to see that I had aggressively shat myself while I was sleeping. Oh no! She hadn't woke up yet. How did she not wake up? It must have been just like a creepy, crawly, fucking, just slow coffee drip kind of shit. Oh, here, I'll put it in. Tahoe weather at AOL.com. Wow. I decided to go to the toilet very fast, but when I got on my legs, I felt a sharp pain in my lower abdomen. Then my ass made the most violent, scary, and vile sound that anyone ever heard. Well, you woke your ass up. It woke my girlfriend up. So you woke your ass up, and then your ass woke your girlfriend up. As she opened her eyes, she saw me drunk and covered in shit. Oh, fuck, son. Oh, fuck. Diarrhea was dripping down my legs. She turned the room lamp on, and then I noticed there was shit all over my girlfriend's clothes. It was so embarrassing that I ran out of the house and walked to mine. This all happened a while ago. I need a follow-up from you, sir. What fucking happened? What fucking happened? Oh, dude, this kind of makes me think of a fucking story that, this was in 95. I'm in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Or 96. Yeah, 96. I'm in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and I'm working at a record store in the mall. And my boss was this guy named Matt Keller. And he was dating this gal named Natalie. And they're at his apartment, and he was pretty fucked up, and he was really gassy. And it was summertime, and he fucking he was naked, and he got on all fours when she's sleeping, like he crawled out of the covers, and he was on all fours over the top of her, but with his ass like right next to her head. And then he yelled out, "Natalie, Natalie!" And she sat up like that and fucking buried her nose right in his ass cheeks, and he ripped a big fart on her face. And she starts hitting him and everything. And he's laughing so hard, and he's getting up. She gets out of the bed. She pushes him outside of the apartment door. He's outside. And you know how if you start laughing your ass off, you can't, you're not coordinated, you're not strong, you're weak. She pushed him out and deadbolted the door. He can't get in. He's like knocking on the door. "Natalie, please let me in, let me in." She won't do it. She won't do it. And he's like, "Natalie, Natalie." And this is like in the middle of the fucking night. Now some other people's porch lights are coming on because it's an apartment complex. He doesn't want people peeking through the windows and seeing that their neighbor's fucking naked outside the fucking apartment door. He's naked. He doesn't have his keys. He can't get it. She's not letting him in. He fucking bolts. He hauls ass down the street. He's hopping from bush to bush and shit, and he makes it like 2 miles down to my house, and my bedroom window faced the front yard. So I hear this tapping on my window in the middle of the night. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sleeping. I'm like, who's at my window? And I open up the window, and there he is. He's in the bush, and he's fucking naked, and he's shivering. He's like, Jay, can I borrow a jacket? And he told me what happened. Oh, fuck. That was a funny fucking story. All right, moving on. All right, what are you guys saying? Oh, Lambo guy, don't worry about it. No, it was good. It was just long. It was a fateful Tuesday morning as I was headed to Albuquerque to see some relatives. It was a solid 4-hour flight. The flight attendant came up to me with a pack of peanuts and I took them. But man, I don't know what was in those peanuts. I wonder if they ever throw those things out after a while. You know? Is that the duty of the flight attendant to take care of that shit? I'm friends with a flight attendant and she told me that when like summer rush where you're flight to flight, if you're staying in a hotel room outside of an airport, don't ever use the coffee makers. The flight attendants, they wash their panties in those things because they don't have time to go to a laundromat. A little tip for you. Casey, Ninja, love you guys too. I'm gonna choke my chicken. I'd give you a high fives and boners with the horn, but the horn broke. But Lambo guy took care of that for me. It'll be here in 2 days from Amazon's. I'm getting a new fucking horn. I don't know what was in those peanuts, but my stomach started to growl like a motherfucker. It felt like Bigfoot was stomping on my stomach. So I eagerly got up from my seat, but it was too late. I let out a fart before disaster struck. It was so loud that a baby near me gave me the stink eye. The baby started to cry, so I bolted towards the bathroom. Someone was already in the bathroom, so I banged on the door like the dude from The Shining. A flight attendant tried to pull me back, but that only made it worse as another shitball formed in my pants. I finally made it to the bathroom. After 30 minutes, at least 4 people heard the disaster strike. It felt like I was farting like a rocket. I was taking liftoff. I started to sob on the toilet because of how disgusted and embarrassed I was. I've never started crying out of embarrassment while taking a shit. I cried out in pain, but not in embarrassment. But hey, yeah, fuck no, dude. If I'm taking a shit out hard where I'm crying out in pain, I'm shaking my fist in the air, and I'm swearing that somebody somewhere is going to pay for this. But hey, I felt really relieved after that. Let's just say no one could really breathe, and I swear I started to smell a lot of perfume products after that. There was a doo-doo on my chair, and the flight attendant had to clean it right there next to my wife. Oh, fuck! That sucks. You dropped a Hershey's Kiss right on the seat and your wife had to fucking see it. Fuck. You mean your wife didn't clean it up to save you the embarrassment? Or maybe this flight attendant saw it first. Oh, dude. You know what, dude? Like, you gotta wonder how old these planes are. How many farts have been made into those cushions? You know what I mean? Just think of that. Hi, Jay. I came across your channel a while ago and liked your videos. I was wondering if I had your permission to cut your videos into parts and post them online, as I feel they can grow viral and grow your channel. I will tag your YouTube channel in each video to show where they came from. Yes, please do. Please do. Go out there and make that hustle. You know, I don't care. Share my stuff. That's fine. But just as long as people know where it came from, fuck. That's fine by me. High fives and boners. Thank you very much. I'm hoping to get 100,000 subscribers, because then YouTube has to send me that plaque, you know, and I'm gonna mount it behind my fucking toilet. So if you haven't already subscribed, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Would it kill you? Silver plate. Yeah, just hit that. Hit that like, hit subscribe. It's free. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here, another one from Lambo. Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm writing this on a Monday from the bedroom section at RC Wiley. One of those two. This latest entry isn't so much a poop story as it is a rant about bathroom etiquette. Anyway, I came into RC Willie today to look for a lamp to put in my new room at my friend's house when I felt the need to take a shit. So you know the drill, hop over to the bathroom, get in the stall, drop trowel, and sit down. I'm about to pinch one off when suddenly someone else comes in the bathroom. Now, for context, I shit better when I'm alone in a public bathroom with more than one stall. I don't want anyone to hear me dumping. So when someone else comes into the bathroom as I'm about to shit, it freezes me up. I get a little nervous too sometimes. That happens to me too. Jam in Tahoe for the week. Can I meet you? Casey, yes. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be at the college. I got a rugby game. I'm in this big sevens tournament. And my first game is at 11:40. So, yeah, just look for the old guy with the mullet. There we go. Yeah, I get stage fright sometimes. Somebody walks in, you know. I don't know if it's science or anything, but it's like it knows. Yeah, it kind of like, yeah. Also, I like to listen to some music or read something on my phone while I'm taking a shit. Helps me concentrate. Hell, sometimes even reading the back of a toothpaste tube in a pinch will help in a pinch. And before you judge me, we all have our quirks. Anyways, I'm sitting in the stall ready to take a shit and someone comes in. Now, the presence of someone else in the public restroom is enough to give me stage fright, but what really pushed this instance over the edge was the fact that this dude was talking very loudly on his phone while in the bathroom. That annoys me. Even worse was he was talking on speakerphone. So, well, maybe he didn't know you were there. So I could hear every word of this mutant's conversation. At this point, my bowels just completely shut down and taking a shit was no longer an option. Then a few seconds later, my phone rang and I had to talk quietly to my friend while on the phone while the idiot in the stall directly next to me, mind you, was having his loud-ass conversation. Which college? It's the only one up in Tahoe. Tahoe Community College. If you go to, if you know where the Bijou Park is, it's across from Bijou Park. Yeah. That's so fucking funny. Now, I don't mind taking a call in the bathroom every now and then, but it has to be when I'm alone in there. At that point, I just pulled up my pants and headed out, and I no longer had the shit. Now here comes the part where I ran about proper bathroom etiquette. First of all, I fucking hate it when people talk loudly on the phone in public, let alone a public bathroom. Do these people not know that the bathroom is the last bastion of American freedom? Do they not know that there may be people who need it absolutely quiet in order to concentrate on relieving themselves? Second of all, if I'm in a stall and there's plenty of other ones to choose from, don't just fucking come into the stall directly next to mine. Why do people do that anyway? I don't do. That's weird. Like, are you so lonely and need someone next to you for company? You know, this exact same situation happened to me at the airport last year. I had to take a shit, so I went to the bathroom, and there was a long line of stalls, all empty. So I took one towards the end near the urinals. Sure enough, about 30 seconds later, someone else entered and then decided to take the stall right next to me. Even though he had plenty of... Did he tap your shoe with his toe? I don't know. That means something. Remy! You guys are all up in Tahoe on your senior trip. Well, good. Tomorrow, come by the community college. I got a game at 11 o'clock, a rugby game. Yeah, it'd be fucking awesome to meet you. It'd be fucking really cool. It'd be great. I'm getting you through the shift. Oh, fuck yeah, Darth. Hell yeah. Yeah, thanks for... all you guys, thanks for joining in, man. Even though he had plenty of other stalls to go into, I'm sure you know the sacred rule for urinal use is which you always leave one space between you and another user. Same rule applies for toilets. Look, we all have to use the bathroom together sometimes. It's inevitable. I get that, but don't make loud noises. Don't talk on your phone, and don't sit right next to me. Don't ask me for extra toilet paper either. Don't play footsies with me, and don't ever talk to me when I'm taking a shit. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Honk the horn. Well, the horn's on its way. That's fucking funny. Hello, Jay. Wanted to drop a note to say thank you for your channel. I've been a fan of yours since before the Pringles can story. lately I've been going through a tough time. I got laid off, crashed my car, had a bad ankle injury and sliced a finger, as well as dealing with trauma of a terrible boss and company for the last few months. Dude, you're like a fucking country western song, dude. Holy shit. I'm sorry to hear all that. My God. That sucks, dude. That's a lot all at once. Wow. It's been a low for me, a low few months for me. However, your stories have kept me going. And I've had some deep belly laughs to your stories, and have had a needed respite from life through your channel. Thank you. Your stories are awesome. So thank what you do and keep them coming. Thank you so much, Jacob. Also wanted to share my own poop story with you. All right. 2016, I went to Carolina Rebellion, a heavy metal festival outside of Charlotte. I had very little water all day and survived off of food truck burritos and funnel cakes. I wanted to see the heavy metal band Lamb of God. I saw them. I think they opened up for Typo Negative. Thank you, Paint. And stood in place, 3 people from the front for over 2 hours. My stomach was hurting and I didn't want to lose my spot, so I decided to tough it out. Oh no. However, it got to the point I couldn't hold it any longer, and I let out the nastiest gasser known to man. A guy who looked like he could have been a linebacker for the Raiders towered over me. I'm 5'7" versus his 6'5". He looked me square in the eyes and asked me if I just shit myself. I almost did. It looked like I pissed him off and he was going to hurt me due to the smell. Right as he asked me the question and stood over me about to shove me, the band came out, and I was never more relieved to see that band in my life. All the best, Jacob. Well, what happened after that? Did you go to the bathroom? I found Jay through a meme compilation. Had to know if it was real. Fuck yeah, it's real. Lambo guy, Lambo God. Hey Jay, how about all's well with you, brother? I said a poop story a while back where I compared a shit to a sleeve of almonds you could purchase at 7-Eleven. I remember that. Well, good news for you is I'm back with another one. All right, since my last story, I moved from working at Applebee's to IHOP. I don't know if that's a step up or not. I guess it's an upgrade considering they're both owned by the same company. Oh wow, all right. However, my finicky butthole is still the same. What? Good to hear. And continue to turn on me when times are tough. So this was about 2 months ago when I was working a double shift from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. waiting tables and such. Since I had overslept, I didn't get to eat breakfast, and it was about 2 p.m. when things slowed down. So I got hungry and asked the cooks to make me some scrambled eggs with cheese. Now the thing about the scrambled eggs in IHOP is they're actually pre-mixed, and never, I know everything is in those restaurants, and never really agree with me. But since the cooks always bitch when you ask for food, I decided to ask for the simplest thing to make because my stomach was craving from within from hunger. I ate the eggs, and about 20 or 30 minutes later, I found my stomach growing pretty rumbly and gurgly. I didn't think much about it, and I had about 7 or 8 tables on me at the time, but most were leaving. Okay. I just got a new table that I didn't visit yet, so I decided I didn't want to keep them waiting so long. So I went to this table with 4 attractive women and asked if they would like anything to drink. However, they proceeded to tell me their entire order, and I felt a fart brewing. You just want a drink order. And as this woman was telling me about her allergies to shellfish, I had to gamble on a fart, and yet the odds were not stacked in my corner. Again, I felt an acid reflux of the anus leak out a bit, and I immediately came up with the excuse, I'll be right back. My manager is about to leave, and I will check with him about your allergy accommodations. That's pretty fucking clever. That's pretty fucking clever. I immediately rushed to the bathroom to wipe my ass and dispose of my underwear, which I successfully did, and luckily this shirt was but a small and fairly insignificant one. That's good. But my work pants were extremely tight black jeans. Well, black is good. So without the protection of underwear, my wiener and balls were being squished in a most uncomfortable manner. As soon as I sent out the order and confirmed the allergy information, I went to my manager and said, I need to go on break now. And he agreed. I then clocked out and gave all my remaining tables to my coworkers to go and buy a new pair of underwear from the dollar store, thus missing out on at least $50 in tips. Ah, man. But I couldn't take the discomfort of these tight jeans with no underwear for much longer. The new underwear smelled like burnt plastic and what? And was extremely starchy, so it wasn't much better, but at least it wasn't a gross feeling as going commando. Dude, you gotta go commando sometimes. I proceeded to work for 6 or 7 more hours under those conditions. And when I went home, I took the longest, hottest shower imaginable. Thanks for reading, and I hope you have a great Saturday. High fives and boners. That was from David. David, that was good. Oh no, not his wiener. Hey Harrison, how are you? You guys are making it in. Should be called I shat. I hop on that paper. I hop on that toilet. That's funny. I just got a notification. I got a comment on that video I put up today. The video I put up that says, honey, your pussy stinks. This guy said, seeing this title, my notifications killed me. Fucking funny. I'm scrolling here. Okay. We're moving along, guys. Jackie, you have one more story from your grandparents? Email it to me because I want to save it for a Saturday. What am I drinking? I'm drinking hibiscus liqueurs. They taste like sodies. I've done some stupid things in my life, but nothing compares to the day I decided to challenge myself with the infamous Inferno Burrito from the food truck down the street. My name's Devion, and this is the story of how I became a legend in the most embarrassing way possible. Well, from one legend to the other, high fives and boners. Okay, Jack, if you want to do that, that's cool. It was a Friday and my buddies and I were hanging out looking for something to do. We heard about this burrito that no one could finish without crying, and naturally I had to try it. The thing was massive, stuffed with ghost peppers, and even came with a waiver you had to sign. Come on. Drinking single malt tonight? Very good. Huh, an aristocrat. Pretty sure it's pronounced La Croix. La Croix. I don't know. I have problems saying it's got an X in it, though. La Croix. I took a bite and then another, and before I knew it, the entire burrito was gone. My mouth was on fire, my eyes were watering, and my friends were laughing their butts off. I felt like a champ for about an hour. That's when the first rumble hit. You know the kind, deep, ominous, and unmistakable. I shrugged it off, figuring it's just a minor consequence of my epic burrito victory. But the second rumble came, followed by a third. Each one was more urgent than the last. Ralph! I excused myself and headed to the bathroom. What I didn't realize was that the bathroom at this particular bar was notorious for being, well, let's just say it wasn't the cleanest place in town. But desperate times called for desperate measures. I kicked open the stall door and prepared for the worst. I won't get into the gory details, but let's just say the inferno wasn't just in my mouth anymore. It was like a scene from a horror movie. Sweating and gripping the sides of the toilet, I prayed for it to be over. Then it happened. The toilet, which clearly wasn't built to withstand the wrath of a ghost pepper burrito, started to clog. I panicked, frantically searching for a plunger, but there was none to be found. I'm getting a call from my rugby coach. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the music is playing? I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. My ringtone is from one of the boombox songs on Lethal Company. You do that dance. All right, I'll call him in a bit. He needs tables for the game tomorrow. I'll call him in a bit. We're almost done here. I searched for a plunger. There's none to be found. The water began to rise, and before I knew it, I was ankle deep in a mixture of diarrhea water. As I stood there contemplating my life choices, the bathroom door creaked open, and in walked one of my friends looking for me. The look on his face when he saw me standing in that mess was priceless. He burst out laughing, and despite the situation, I couldn't help but join in, though I felt very embarrassed. That's the thing about guys. You can fucking blow that off, dude, and just laugh it off and just fucking remember it. That's a good campfire story, you know what I mean? If your woman walks in and sees that, it's embarrassing. It makes it bad. Tinkowski with the $3.99 and a bitch ain't one. Yeah. High fives and boners. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate that. Thank you for that super chat. Panera Plunderer. Okay. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We spent the next hour trying to clean up the disaster. Oh, what a friend, dude. That's a bro helping you clean up that shit. That's awesome. By the time we were done, I was pretty sure my friendship with those guys was cemented forever. A woman will leave you over that shit. If she doesn't, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. From that day on, I was known as Devoin the Burrito King, and the story of my legendary bathroom battle became the stuff of local legend. So the moral of the story, think twice before you take on a burrito challenge, or at least make sure the bathroom is up to task. Fucking bravo. That was good stuff. Hey, Uncle Jay, I love your videos. Been watching them for a while now. Thank you very much. They have got me through some pretty rough patches, so I just want to say thank you and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. That means a lot, man. That's why I keep doing this stuff. YouTube doesn't pay me fucking hardly anything. I don't make shit. I think I made like $140 last month, and that was a lot of money as far as YouTube goes, because I can't get advertisers. All my shit is restricted. But I'm not going to censor myself. Maybe I should go to Rumble or something. I don't know. But I like YouTube because I like the old school approach I have towards the videos, because that's how YouTube was when I started watching it. Watching clips and stuff. A little nostalgic, I guess. My poop story by no means matches some of the others submitted, but I do think it's pretty nasty to say the least. This is also 100% true. Good, because I know some people make shit up. That's true. So this past March during spring break, I went on a trip with my parents and a few friends to Dallas to watch an NBA game and tour the city. I was a sophomore at this time. My dad and I are not the type of people who enjoy cities and would rather be in a cabin up in the mountains isolated from society. Hear, hear. My mom, on the other hand, loves luxury things and likes to live life on the high life, which I can respect. She chose the place we stayed and got a room on the 17th floor at a 5-star, world-renowned hotel in downtown Dallas, just blocks away from the stadium. Just to set the scene, this hotel makes a Marriott look like a trailer park. Holy shit. Look who's shitting in the tall grass. My friend's dad broke his orbital bones from a knee to the face. Yeah. The game we played in Carson last year was in the winter. It was in the fall. It was like freezing cold, rain pouring down, dumping, and I got bit during a tackle, and I had to sit out for a couple of minutes. But I went back in, finished. While we were there, about 2 days in, we ate at a restaurant, and my mom got food poisoning. No way. And couldn't do much of anything, so my dad and I just explored the city on our own. We had no symptoms of food poisoning and didn't think much of it. The next day was our last night there, and my dad and I were watching TV in the living room while my mom was asleep. Do you mind if I play VR listening to you? I don't care. Okay, hang on. The next day was our last night. Dad and I watching TV. Yeah, Mom was asleep. Around 10 p.m., my stomach made this ungodly rumbling, gurgling sound. My dad and I looked at each other like, what the fuck was that? About an hour later, he went to bed, and it was just me on the couch where I slept. I scrolled on my phone for a while, and around 12:30 in the morning, I could feel that all hell was about to break loose. Keep in mind, too, that I had not taken a shit in 4 days. Why have you not taken a shit in 4 days? Are you on Norco? Did you have knee surgery? I quietly waddled to the bathroom with my ass cheeks clenched, hoping not to wake my parents. I got into the bathroom and plopped myself down on the toilet. I guess I clenched my ass too tight because the shit had receded back into my intestines like a scared turtle. After sitting there for about 5 minutes, the turtle was about to poke its head out again. Nothing could have prepared me for what was about to exit my brown starfish. The behemoth felt like I was giving birth to a fire hydrant. I'm a guy, but I swear I felt like I was having contractions. Yep. It took me a solid 5 minutes to eject the turd, but once it was pinched off, it stood almost straight up like a skyscraper. I stood up to wipe, but tragically, my leaning tower of dookie fell over the exit hole. I stood there staring at my masterpiece for a solid 45 seconds. It was like the Mona Lisa. No matter where I stood, it looked like it was looking directly at me. Oh, after a few moments, it suddenly hit me that it had no way of escape. My asshole had crafted the most. Oh God. Oh fuck. I need a minute. Fuck, I'm out of breath. I'm lightheaded. Holy shit. Oh fuck. That is fucking funny. Oh man. Oh fuck. My asshole crafted the most elegantly placed shit. Oh fuck. I need another water. Hang on. Oh my God. Okay. It is wedged so perfectly it could not go down. It was like a suspension bridge crossing the Grand Canyon. Terrified, I flushed and nothing but the used toilet paper went down. There was no plunger or toilet brush or really anything I could use to move it. Look, you're staying at a nice hotel. They didn't have any of that? I then decided I had no other choice but to get a piece of toilet paper and gently nudge it into the escape hatch. It took me several tries because I was trying to minimize the hand-to-shit time frame. By the third try, it finally made it to the extraction point. I thought I was in the clear, but I was tragically mistaken. I flushed it as well as the toilet paper I had used to poke the beast. It went down out of sight, but the gurgle of despair came from the toilet. The motherfucker got stuck in the pipes and was now clogged. To make things worse, when it went down, it left skid marks like fucking NASCAR. I tried flushing again, but nothing. The water began rising high and quick, but luckily stopped at about 3 inches from the rim. When I flushed again, the toilet paper ascended up from the depths and exploded into a million pieces like a fucking hand grenade. My next brilliant idea was to squirt some soap in the bowl with the hopes that it would act as a lubricant. That was a tragic failure. As a reminder, I did not have a plunger or anything to set the hog free, and there's no way in hell I was going to call room service at 1:30 in the morning. To unclog the Pringle can, I left. After a solid 10 minutes, I decided to let it sit there and marinate like a chicken breast. My hopes were that by morning it would soften and be able to go down. So I left it like that and made my way back to my room where I tried to sleep. Low flow toilets might be the worst creation in mankind's history. I laid there for a solid 20 minutes, and even though the bathroom was 30 feet away, I could still hear it crying out in pain. It gurgled throughout the night, but luckily nothing bad happened. I woke up and gathered my things together, and we left the hotel as it was our last day there. 5 months later, I still feel bad that there's still a chance that someone had to unclog that thing. I'm grateful every single day I did not flood that place on the 17th floor with my shit water. My parents said nothing about the next morning, and we never talked about it. As far as I know, I never woke them up in the process of that entire experience. I'd like to think that that is my greatest accomplishment. Thanks for reading my story, Jay. Happy National Uncle's Day. High fives and butter. Sawyer, thank you. That's a good one. That is fucking gold. Uncle Jay, when I was 22, I was attending a funeral for a distant relative. The service was held at a pretty old church. When I walked in, I felt the need to shit, but not too bad, so I tried to hold it in until I got home, thinking the service wouldn't be too long. The service turned out to be an hour. By the end of it, I was practically holding my ass shut. But when the service was over at the church, we had a 10-minute drive to the cemetery. I was with my mom and my sister. I told them as soon as church service was over, I said, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll meet you in the car. I knew I had to be fast because people were leaving to follow the hearse. I ran into the bathroom and sat down on the toilet and started blasting. Side note, the toilet I was sitting on was very old and very small. So when I sat down, my dick touched the front of the seat. I sat down and started blasting away. I gave a courtesy flush and kept blasting. But I jumped when I got the feeling of my ball bag being submerged with water. Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh. Being submerged with water and aggressively jumped off the seat. Almost instantly, water overflowed and dumped right on my dress pants. I ran out of the stall with no other choice. I pulled up my pants and got the fuck out of the bathroom. I ran upstairs feeling the shitty toilet water on the back of my pant legs. I ran into the car with my mom and my sister and I said, fuck the burial. We need to go home right now. I just told them something like, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Something like that. My mom, who was driving, bought it and we went home. A week later, we heard from a relative that the church bathroom had some flooding and it flowed underneath the door and caused some minor damage to the carpet outside. Pretty embarrassing, but I'd rather go to hell than to come forward to take credit for my disgusting act. It's like Uncle Jay's email is a shitting confessional. That's pretty funny. Hey Jay, just a warning that this story is pretty X-rated. So me and my lady came home from dinner. I'm already suspect of this. This already sounds sus to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Just that first sentence is like a warning shot. You know what I mean? I've been doing this a while, guys. Me and my lady came home for dinner one night. We were pretty horny. We turned off the lights and using the moonlight and our feelings for a direction. Ooh, that's romantic. What a Lothario. I started nailing her and I eventually started hitting her from behind. Yeah. I noticed that she was queefing really loudly, or so I thought, until she said stop and turned on the light. She had shit all over my dick and the entire bedspread. I was so grossed out I didn't have sex for like a year. Sorry to keep it short, didn't realize this was a stream. I don't know if this is fake or not. I'm on the fence, guys. What do you think? This is plausible. This is absolutely plausible. Gross. Bruh. Doing a hot tub stream? I'll do a hot tub stream, but outside the internet's so bad. Maybe I'll do a hot tub stream. You guys send me, I don't know. Maybe we could do a hot tub stream. Fuck, if the Starlink is working, I can move it over out of the trees. Yeah, theoretically, it could happen. Did he break up with her? Oh. Yeah, dude. I need did you dump her? Well, you had to have. You didn't have sex for like a year. Hey, Uncle Jay. Oh, Grant. There's an Urban Dictionary for that, probably. I should do a video. It's just all the sexual, hilarious shit that's on Urban Dictionary. And just, like, read them. Because they're so fucking funny. There was one that I heard called a Tuscaloosa dumpling. I forgot what that is, but it sounds funny. All right, Grant. I want to share a couple of instances from school when I was younger. None of these stories are of me, but things I witnessed. The perpetrator I'm not going to name because I don't want to be an asshole. Let's call him Dennis. Dennis was a kid that was pretty disgusting. He smelled like deep fried horse jizz blended up with tar. Fuck, what a description. Vermont golden shower, dude, that one's fucking funny. Yeah, Lambo guy is in my Discord, and fuck, dude, we were posting that stuff up in my Discord. If you want to join the Discord, let me, I'll post the invite here. Just, you know, don't be an asshole. Here, I'll put it in the chat. We have some pretty good mods in there, so don't be an ass. That's all I ask, is just don't be a dick. Just be cool. Okay. Dennis was a kid that, all right. In one instance, a teacher asked him to wash his hands, and he cried his way out of it. Probably a weird kid, huh? He always claimed that his favorite color was brown. Oh, dude. Dennis was very unhygienic. Was he a waterhead or something? But that isn't really how he got his reputation. Dennis was known for basically doing acts of terrorism in the bathrooms. He got suspended multiple times for these acts, which he was very vocal about when he eventually got back to school. I heard a lot of stories about Dennis, but the only one I'm only going to share the ones that I saw personally because they are the ones that I know that are true. He had told me or that I had witnessed. Okay. One of Dennis's first acts was in the fourth grade. He decided he was going to take off his pants and squat down on the floor in one of the stalls and just shit there. He left a pretty decent sized pile on the floor. They ended up closing up the bathroom for the rest of the day. That's gross. Another act of pure evil he committed later that year. The school noticed that kids were taking shits and leaving them without flushing. So they started putting up signs in the bathroom stall that said, "Please flush when you're done. Thank you." This must have angered Dennis. I walked into the bathroom this fateful day and taking a leak at the urinal. As I was taking the leak, I heard a lot of commotion going on in the stall. Then I heard the flush. As soon as it flushed, shit water started flowing out onto the floor. I then see Dennis race out of the stall, out of the bathroom, without washing his hands, of course. Interested but cautious, I walked towards the stall and took a look inside. Dennis had plugged up the toilet with one of around 4 rolls of toilet paper and ripped the sign off the door and placed it on top of the mound of toilet paper. Fucking what a little terrorist. I caught him in the final step of his plan when he overflowed the toilet. I got the fuck out of there because I didn't want to be blamed for it. I never told on him because I didn't want to be a bitch, but there was a boys only meeting the following week to talk about respecting the bathrooms and such. The final act of Dennis that I remember was the following year when he decided he was going to do some finger painting. Oh no, Lambo. No. Dennis has used his shit, oh God, and he wrote on the mirror, AS. As he attempted to finish the word ass, but it appeared he ran out of ink. So AS is as far as he got. I actually saw his writing on the wall. Disgusted, I left, and later that day, Dennis got pulled out of class by the principal and never returned until the next week. He had served his suspension for the act. The following year, Dennis actually moved away. Did he move to Gilroy and start working at Target? And there was a significant decline in bathroom terrorism. Who knows what crimes he will commit? Guys, we got 2 left. We got 2 left. I want you to hang in there. I'm gonna go take a leak, and we'll come back. We'll do these 2, and we'll wrap it up. But my teeth are floating here. So I'll be right back. I gotta go to the toilet. Good little tip. Take a piss in the bathtub, and when you're done, turn the handle on, it'll wash it right down. That way you're not making a mess, in the toilet. The splash could go anywhere in the bathtub, it's fine. All right, where are we at here? Jake says, Jay, please do another live. I will. Oh. When's the next Saturday? It's tough to say. When I get 10 stories, that's when I do a Saturday. But I'm thinking about lowering the bar a little bit. If I get 5 of them at this point, I'll do 5. Because, dude, I've been streaming now for almost 2 hours. You know what I mean? So, you know what I like too about it is that it's my channel, but it's also your guys's too, and you guys are a part of it and shit like that. So, all right, Grant, dude, high fives and boners. Thank you so much for hanging out and for the stories. I really do appreciate you. All right, so we're moving along here. Clifford. Me and my brother were getting some breakfast from Wendy's. Dude, Wendy's fucks me up, dude. Wendy's fucks me up. Those burgers are so fucking greasy. Oh, dude, I should do an Alex Jones conspiracy video about Wendy's burgers being made of earthworms. And that's why the patties are square. Have you guys heard about that? You will eat the bugs. You will own nothing. We're getting breakfast from Wendy's, and I got this maple chicken bacon croissant thing. Yeah, Wendy's qualities. You know what I miss when I was in Canada? Tim Hortons. I heard that Burger King owns them. I'm not sure. I should look into that though. But I miss some Timmy Ho's. So I get this sandwich, and this sandwich had a funky smell to it, but I said, fuck it, since I paid for it, and I ate it. A few hours later, I'm at work, and I start to feel sick, when I get home, I fall asleep. Then I wake up at 2 a.m. with the worst headache and stomach ache, and I think I had to fart, and I let it slip. And then it happened. I let some diarrhea out, so I jumped out of bed and ran to the bathroom, and I had to shit literally almost every hour. Oh, you got food poisoning, dude. Ooh, fuck. Yep. And the next night, I tried to eat something since I hadn't ate since the Wendy's. And like an idiot, I tried to eat maple cereal, and I had flashbacks to Wendy's. Oh, and it wasn't sitting well. So I took some Tums, and all I find are these 2 off-brand 2-year expired Tums. So I chewed some up anyway, and that didn't work. So I go to the bathroom and strip down because I knew it was going to be bad. And I start throwing up in the toilet. And as I was throwing up, I shit, and it ran down my leg and all over my ass. So I sit down in the toilet, let the rest out, clean the seat off, and shower. And then I went back to bed, and I haven't had Wendy's breakfast since. That's fucking nasty, man. Oh yeah, dude, fucking Tim Hortons. I used to get the I think the number 3 combo, no cheese, 2 creams for my coffee. I miss Timmy Ho's, dude. It was awesome. Oh, Clifford, yeah, you're in here. Fuck, dude, that sounds bad. How long ago was that Wendy's incident? Because I'll tell you, I don't know if you guys have seen the video of me shitting all over the highway on my way to work, and I didn't say what I had. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that story. This is the one where I shit all over the dock. I got food poisoning from a drive-through place, and it hit me when I was on my boat, and I was like those sprinklers that I was puking and shitting at the same time. I was on it's summer, people are barbecuing out on their docks, the music playing, everybody's having fun out, it's a weekend. I hop out of my boat, and I'm at the end of my finger, and I pull down my pants, and I start spraying. I rooster tail into the water, and then I get lightheaded. I'm puking and shitting at the same time, and I get lightheaded. I fall into the drink, and I fall into my own puking shit into the water. That's on my channel too. If you haven't, that's the short version. Yeah, that's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. I had food poisoning. I threw up 8 times. And I shit probably like 10. I haven't been back to that place, that company, ever again. And I even called the health inspector's office or something, and I said, look, I just got a burger from this place. This is what happened. I don't like to snitch. I feel like a fucking asshole when I do that. I don't want to be one of those Karens. You know what I mean? But I went through hell, and the embarrassment that I got from that, there's a price to pay for that. Most importantly, I didn't want anyone else to go through the same thing I did. So they said, okay, we're gonna swing by there and check things out. So they anonymously sent like a secret customer in there, ordered the same thing I did. They tested it, and they didn't see anything wrong. And I never named this place, ever. And this was like fucking 30 years, no, it was 20 years ago. I haven't been back, not even for a soda. It's Jack in a Box. It was the ultimate bacon cheeseburger, and it fucking destroyed me. And there's a Jack in a Box in town. No matter how hungry I am, I never stop. I should do a drive-through review from there just to see if they can make it up. You know what I mean? If there's any retribution there. I've never forgiven Jack in a Box. It's been like fucking 20 years. Oh, man. The meal was like $10. Dude, they're so fucking expensive now. Trying to eat out. Have you guys heard of Shaq's Big Chicken? There's a Big Chicken in Carson City. I need to go there. 20-year anniversary of food poisoning at this Jack in a Box. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Father Jack just sent me one. If you haven't joined the Discord, you should. Jack is the chief of police in my Discord. And he's got some of the best fucking poop stories ever in mankind. Hey, mankind. One of my, it's definitely a favorite of mine because it sticks out. He's in Canada. His family has this place out there that's been in his family for generations. And the men in his family for decades, hundreds of years, would sit on this tree stump and shit into this pit that's right next to this stump. And it's a deep, deep shit pit. It's been there for centuries. Jack's line of men in his family have shat in this thing. Well, fuck it, it's Jack's turn to shit in this pit. So he's sitting on this stump and he's doing his business. And mind you, this stump is like fucking 100 years old now. It's dry rotted, and under his weight, it collapsed and Jack fell into the shit. Into hundreds of years of ancestor DNA, he fell into this shit. It's one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard. 20 feet deep. Can you imagine? Help! Help! It's like one of those shit pits that they had in Vietnam. You know what I mean? With like spikes in it and stuff to kill soldiers. There we go. That's Boonie Cap Jack for you. One year, my grandparents were on holidays in America. No clue what state they were driving along and needed a shit, so they saw these warehouses down off the road. They were really spaced out for some reason. My grandparents drive down to these warehouses to take a shit. There's a guard outside, and my granddad's in his deep and thick Irish accent and asks, "Do you mind?" The guard says, "Not at all." Then my granddad asked to use the bathroom inside and was allowed in. So he walks in, takes his shit, and takes a suspiciously long time in the building, as my grandmother would put it. I suppose my grandfather wanted to have a look around the warehouse because he must have been suspicious. Just kind of wandering around some kind of secured area. Clifford, sorry, Jay, gotta go. Almost just started. Oh. Later that day, when they're in their hotel, my grandfather looks up at what those warehouses were for and why they were so spaced out from each other. Well, it turns out it was a Raytheon Technologies manufacturing plant. Oh, fuck. Yes, the arms manufacturers. So my grandfather has took a fat shit, a highly explosive facility, and they just let him walk in. No wonder the buildings were so spaced out because my granddad would take an explosive shit and probably would have blown up that warehouse and the surrounding ones. Fuck, that's so funny, dude. Your grandpa took a shit at Raytheon. Dude, that's some fucking funny shit. Your grandpa took a shit at one of America's largest military and industrial complex buildings. The guards are sledging in. Dude, that's kind of funny because, like, you know what? There's like a lot of military secrets in a lot of these companies and these buildings and shit. So I think that guard must have been in a position in life before where he had to take an emergency shit somewhere and he was denied. And he's like, if this ever happens to me, like if I ever come across somebody that tries to get in here or whatever, I'm just going to let him in. That's fucking great. That's funny stuff. That's awesome, Jack. Thank you so much. Guys, high fives and boners. Thank you for joining me on National Uncle Day. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats. And Lambo guy, you didn't have to give me $5 for a new horn, dude. You really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it all the same. Thank you so much. Was it in the previous live stream? Oh yeah, I think it was on Shark Week when we did fucking, dude, that was nuts. Shark Week is awesome. Again, if you guys are up in Tahoe tomorrow, swing by the college. I'll be playing rugby. I got a game. It's a sevens tournament. Starts at 11. My game is at 11:40. So yeah, if you're in Tahoe, swing by, say hi. And yeah. If you have some funny poop stories, I'm going to put it right here in the chat again. Well, here's the link for the Discord if you want to join. And my email is tahoeweather@aol.com. And I'll do another live story. You guys can join in on the fun again and send me some poop stories if you got them. Or walking in on your roommate jacking off stories or getting caught yanking it. That's some fucking funny ones. That one earlier was funny, but we set a new record, guys. Another first today. A gal had to use her masturbator to try and get pumpkin seeds out of her asshole. That's a fucking first, and that's hilarious. These are gold. They make my fucking day. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on the next one. High fives and boners. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Lambo guy. Thank all you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. How do I turn this off? See yous.